All right, well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Connection Hangout. Tonight is the Diamond Connection. We got some very special guests with us tonight. First off, happy holidays, everybody. My co-host, David Asarno, won't be able to make it with us tonight. Neither will Sue Brenchley. She's snowed in, and her internet is completely snowed out. I'm jealous. I wish I was there with my snowboard in tow. But we wish them all the happiest of holidays and looking forward to an exciting 2016 with them. Matter of fact, that's what the theme of tonight's show is. It's going to be about recapping some of the greatest takeaways from 2015 and also what to expect in 2016 and some of the things that we're all excited about. So without further ado, I want to jump right into it. We're going to go from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, starting with Triple Diamond executive Terry Malmed to share with us her, again, takeaways from 15 and what to expect and excitement for 2016. Welcome, Terry.
Well, first I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating, happy holidays to everybody. First I want to say what I'm grateful for, and it's these four people right here that are on this hangout with us. Paul and Michael, who have just been fantastic, amazing uplines to us. Foster and I are grateful. And by the way, Foster said he wishes he could be here. Everybody's trying to get those last patients in for the year, so he's booked. I'm grateful for Julianne and for Brent being a part of this, such a special team that we have, and for Sue Brenchley and just everybody that could not be here. I'm just really grateful for, and for ASEA, all the friendships that we've made over this past year. I mean, that's, I think, the biggest takeaway is the friendships, the relationships that we have built. It's like nothing else I've ever experienced in my life. You know, watching Paul win the I Am ASEA award, that to me was, you know, I'll never forget the look on your face, Paul, when when they were speaking, and I'm watching you, and I'm like, I know it's Paul. That was just so awesome. So, you know, I look back and I say, there's just so many amazing things that happened this past year, from the new science that came out. I mean, mind-blowing. The new the science researchers from Bioagilitics and Stevens and Associates, the things that are giving us more credibility. This year has really put us on the map, and for us to be named in the top 100 of the network out of 3,000 network marketing companies in the world, that is huge. And as Jerem Webb says, you know, we're one of the top 100 companies that nobody's even heard about yet. So wow, you know, look where we're going with that. You know, Jeannie has been in the making, and thank you, Sue, for, I mean, 4 years. She pointed out this started 4 years ago with Natalie in an office in ASEA, and where Jeannie has, you know, with the launch of Jeannie was so huge, and where it's come from, and all the different hands that have been in it, from Paul and Alan, and now a new group of people, and Sue and Natalie, and now we have these new people that we brought in, and, you know, just bringing, now it's going to be even way better what we're bringing out in 2016. Oh my gosh, you know what, for the new Science Advisory and the Health Professional Council, amazing. Look, we've got Karen Stolman, Brooke Albert, you know, I'm really proud. My husband, Dr. Foster Mountain, to be on the Health Professional. Because you know what, he's got a lot to say, and nobody's done more research than my husband. You know, just again, third-party validation. Dr. Rob Ward with his new, you know, with his website. We've come so far this year, and it's just really our new marketing, our new messaging. Oh my God, there's so much stuff happened this past year. Everybody's going, oh sure, you're saying everything, Terry, but you know what? Those are the things that I'm really I'm really excited has happened, and all of it's just going to go right into this cadence of events for next year, which, you know, I know some things that are coming out, and you guys, you need to be at those regionals, because you're going to get some great announcements. Just all of us coming together. I think 2016 is going to be a whole new year for ASEA, Team ASEA, that we're just going to, you know, you're going to be seeing a lot of different people, a lot of new things happening. I don't know. I think 2016 is the year, you guys, that we are going to put ASEA on the map. And I want to thank Virtus for building those roots deep and strong for us and keeping us going at that pace, you know, where we could have gone so much faster. And Virtus, as a strategist, he said we have to do this right. And I think 2016 is where we are going to be put on the map. And so we're going to be in the top 100, but people are going to know about us now. So, you know, I'm looking forward to the regionals. I'm looking forward to convention. I'm looking forward to the new science, the new tools, just everything that's coming out. So I'm excited!
Fantastic. That was great. That was great, Terry. Lots of great stuff. And I think, you know, sometimes as we all get engrossed in daily activities, we can kind of sometimes miss the trees in the forest. And so that was really, I think, great launch and starting point. I think it'd be great for people as we bring on folks maybe to expand out on maybe some of those things they were excited about as well. And maybe some additional stuff as well. So that being said, let's go ahead and move over to going westward bound to Texas, and let's first bring on Double Diamond executive Julianne Fike. Welcome, Julianne.
Oh, thank you, and happy holidays, everybody. I mean, what a year 2015 has been. I feel like everything we have done, though, I mean, yes, 2015 was great, everybody, but everything that we have been building up to these past 5 years has led to the year 2016. And it's really nice when you can be with a company for 5 years and all of a sudden you're losing sleep again. In a good way, you know, because you see all the pieces of the puzzle coming together, and it's just, you know, it's awesome. And yes, have we had our hiccups? Have we had our little things like that? Yeah, well, of course we have, you know. I mean, every company has. But what's beautiful is to see everybody come together and to see just that everybody's heart really is for each other and for each other to succeed. And I just want to thank, I mean, Terry, you pretty much said everything that needed to be said, but I know you're laughing, but I'm like going, okay, well, she took that thunder, but that's okay because it allows me just to be mushy. And just to tell you guys that I've had the privilege of not just with, I've worked cross-line, down-line, and I have the privilege of really honestly saying that I'm just part of the ASEA team, because not everybody that I work with is in my upline or in my downline. And just the heart of this company, you guys, and just keep hold on to your hats, because 2016 is gonna just rock and roll. We're gonna what's that, rocking around the Christmas tree? That's what we're gonna be doing all year round.
Fantastic! Thanks so much, Julianne. Lots of exciting things upcoming, and I really appreciate that. Appreciate the mushiness. Now let's move over to a different part of Texas, and probably just down the street. But let's bring on Diamond executive Brent Brooks. Welcome, Brent.
You know, here we are. It seems like we were just kicking off 2015. I don't know where it went. I think there were many Thursdays where Michael and I were kind of going, how is it this month already? Is it that month already? It's the year has whizzed by. When I reached this part of the calendar, guys, I ask myself 3 questions, and I think that they are very healthy questions for anybody to ask. Terry touched on the first one. What can you be grateful for? I'm grateful to have been at convention, to see Paul win his award, and to meet people in my downline for the first time. You know, we had dozens and dozens of people on our team at convention, and to think about the relationships that have been deepened. You know, there are things that happen in big moments on stage, you know, thanking Virtus and going to my first Diamond dinner, but just as important to me are the quiet moments where you're on the phone with somebody at 11 o'clock at night, having a one-on-one and deepening a relationship that matters. Yeah, it matters in terms of business, but a lot of what comes out of what we do are friendships that are really special. And so I'm grateful for those, including those of you that are on this call with me. The second question is, what can you be proud of? There are things that we've accomplished this year, that each of us have accomplished, and that's a healthy thing to do, is to look back with a sense of pride about the things that went right. It's a healthy thing for your ego, I think, to go, okay, what did I get right? And then just as healthy is to go, okay, where can I improve? And how do you view those things? It's almost like, instead of using those opportunities to beat yourself up, which isn't healthy, think about having this house that is under a constant state of repair, because as we go through our life from year to year, there's always things to improve upon. And so if you owned a house that was in that state of repair and you came across something that needed renovation, you'd go, oh, okay, we need to fix that. You wouldn't necessarily use it as an opportunity to beat yourself up. And I think that when you get to that place where you can come to the end of a year and be grateful and be proud, and in a way that is somewhat objective, go, I need to work on that to get better, but not use it as a way to kind of beat yourself up, I think you come into a year of 2016 that is full of promise in a very, very healthy way. I'm excited because, as Julianne was saying, when I enrolled almost 5 years ago, I made this 5-year commitment. So I've been thinking about that a lot as I approach January 2016. That January 19th is going to be my 5-year anniversary, and I realized that it has long been decided, well before now, that this is an open-ended commitment now to ASEA, to my team, to all of you, to try to get better, to be the best I can be, and to help as many people as possible do the same thing, because it does kind of feel like a run-up to a preamble to game time, so to speak. We're coming to a point where a lot of things that have been in the works for a long time are coming to fruition. And I think that the opportunity to create something far beyond what we already have, exponentially so, is waiting for us in 2016 if we'll approach it with a positive attitude, with the strength of being on the same page, and realize that there's really nothing holding us back from creating an incredible run up that top 100 list, to go far, far beyond number 98. I see this as a top 50 and eventually top 20, top 10 kind of company in the industry, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I know all of y'all are as well. So Happy New Year to everybody. 2016 is going to be amazing.
All right, thanks so much, Brent, for the great insights there. Great. All right, let's go ahead now and move over to our final guest, Triple Diamond Executive, Michael Stern. Welcome, Michael.
Well, first off, I definitely want to express my gratitude for all of you guys on this call. And Paul, thinking back 5 years ago plus, when we were there at that very first time we went to Salt Lake City and meeting Virtus and the guys for the first time, and really trying to get our head around what this company's all about, what this product's all about. We were already sensing that this was something extraordinary. And over the last 5 years, really kind of putting this together to be able to convey this message in a very impactful way. And that's what I really feel has crystallized in 2015. I mean, it's a combination of so many factors. It's a combination of the lives of the people on this call and all the other leaders and people in our ASEA family that we've gotten to know and love so much over the last 5 years. Everybody kind of coming together in the same idea of how to move this business forward strategically. And of course, we saw that really being encapsulated at the Envision conference, with the whole concept of the cadence of events, the roadmap to success, the success guide, the way of showing the presentation, really clearly signaling that we've gotten to the point now in this last year truly of putting to rest any need to feel like that we need to validate this product technology that people just hadn't really had any point of reference with. That's why we're a category creator, and of course, being in a new category, people needed to have something to understand it with. So the rollout and convention of this amazing certification of bioagilitics to me was massively important, because we all have had experiences of people going on the internet and reading this stuff from these detractors, and many of which are, on the dole, so to speak, to go out there and to attack companies like ASEA that have incredible innovative technologies, whether they're being supported by the pharmaceutical industry or competitive companies. But most of these guys out there have their own agenda of what they're doing, and beating this drum roll of ASEA just being salt and water all these years, and we know that's so crazy. But now to be formally certified by one of the most significant biomarker testing companies in the world, supporting the top biotech and pharmaceutical industry companies out there, I mean, that's really massive. And to have that on every one of our bottles and tubes of Renew 28, to me, that really puts to rest that whole argument. And Terry, you were talking about the scientific validation. I mean, we've had 3 new clinical studies supporting Renew 28. Stevens and Associates coming out with this incredible study talking about the turnover rate of the cells. I mean, we've been telling people that our heart's expectation is that by using Renew 28, you're going to increase the cellular turnover back to the way it was when we were younger, because that turnover rate gets longer and longer the older we are, and that reflects directly on the way we look and the way we feel. And to see that happening, being validated by Stevens and Associates with their study on skin turnover rate, that's massive to me. Also, the microcirculation increase, the blood circulation in the skin, I mean, that definitely reinforces everything that we've been experiencing over the last 5 years using ASEA spray and now Renew 28 in terms of the aches and all kinds of challenges that we have topically, not just on the skin, but also internally. I mean, it's amazing to have that information, to know that it's, not just our wishful thinking. I mean, we're seeing, tens of thousands of testimonials all around the world. Now we're seeing the results that validate that. And all of these things, of course, with Dermatest coming out with the 12-week study on cellulite, seeing these amazing results with cellulite and skin elasticity, where people are saying, I want that product yesterday, right? So we've set the stage with the product. We don't have to kind of go out there and try and convince people of this anymore. We're at the point right now of, okay, let's get on with the business of exposing this incredible information to the people around the world that need to know about that. And that puts us square into the point where the shift of our messaging has really gone to, okay, now let's talk about how this is such an important business, the business of sharing this information of ASEA with everybody, as opposed to focusing on what the product can do with the people that need it. That's a huge shift. All of our messaging is really focused on that. Simple things that make a huge difference, like just defining that ASEA is a cellular health company and that the liquid ASEA is a redox supplement. And this whole concept of, working with your cellular health from the outside in with Renew 28 and the inside out with ASEA is critically important in just being able to crystallize people's attention on what it is that we got that's doing all this. And now here we are with all of our tools, the comp plan being tweaked to really reinforce the business building strategy. All this stuff really, really brings out that we truly are post-startup and pre-momentum, and these all coming together to really put us in the position of making 2016 a major momentum builder for our company. We've been waiting for it. It's come together. I love it. I'm so excited about it. I love all of you guys. I'm incredibly grateful for ASEA, this amazing family. At Envision, they spent the whole day focusing on the ethos of the company. Tyler and Karen Riley, I mean, it was incredible information. And that's the context in which all of this is taking place, so that we really know that this truly is a company of making a difference in people's lives, that we're touching the heart of everybody that comes through the doorway of ASEA as a result of this incredible information that we're able to bring to the table as a result of our true desire to share positive information, powerful information, and making a difference in their lives, and then give people this incredible opportunity of taking ASEA to the world. So I'm excited. Boy, Terry, you nailed it before, and I am just totally agreeing with everything that we are in the right place at the right time with ASEA, and it's great to be doing it with such a great family of individuals. Back to you, Paul.
Thanks so much, Michael, and Julianne, Brent. You know, some things I look back on as well, and things that I've learned. You know, starting this New Year's off back in Cancun, and being with everybody and seeing these relationships evolve. Wasn't that a great time? I know for those of you who were in Cancun, seeing that, of course, going all the way to St. Thomas just the other month, and again, what we're really seeing is. Like was brought up, Julianne really stressed this as well, as unification and everybody getting on the same page. You know, one of the things that Sue Brenchley had said in the Diamond sort of Diamond sort of sharing of information that we had in St. Thomas, she said in her closing that people move more products and products move people. And I think this understanding, this conceptual understanding, is going to be a big driving force as everyone is now, I think, fully aboard and in alignment with that. Another takeaway I had when Michael was talking about, you know, this importance of the bioagility certification and being on our products, on Renew 28 and our Redox supplement, that says that what's in our product is actually these molecules, and they've been verified. So powerful. Dr. David Silverman, in a recent video clip that he just did, one of the things that sticks out is he says, you know, there's people out there, they go Google things, and what people have to realize is that Google is a search engine, not a research engine. and so as Michael's citing all these studies from Dermatest and Stevens and Associates, of course we've got the ones from Human Performance Labs, a $1 billion research facility there at the Appalachian State University campus. We have valid science, measured studies on our products from humans, animals, to you name it, and various things, all validating that what we have is very real. So we don't have to now explain and talk about details. And as it gets more and more, the awareness gets greater and greater, the opportunity continues to shift upward. And like Terry mentioned with ABC, the ABC platform that is evolving, everyone now is contributing from all groups, and we are going to see a coming together here in 2016 of all the groups, because everyone is now on the same sheet, on the same page, having the same focus. We're all Team ASEA, and I think that's probably where my greatest level of excitement is. It's going to take us to the moon, stars, and beyond. And if you're just looking at us or have people that you've maybe been on the fence about talking to about ASEA, now is the time to reinforce. Brent and Michael have said we are post-startup, yet pre-momentum, but we're not going to be pre-momentum for very long. So act with a sense of urgency. Like today is the most important and the last day before our vertical growth. And let's rocket launch 2016. Looking forward to seeing everybody at the regionals, wherever you're going to be at in whichever part of the country, as well as our convention in Orlando, Florida. Be sure to register for both of those events at ASEAEvents.com. Again, want to also express my gratitude for everyone on this call, everyone in the organization, and ASEA, of course, as a whole. I think, again, all of us coming together, we will achieve just massive, massive things here in 2016 and beyond. Thanks, everyone, for being on our Hangout and for tuning into our Hangouts for the year. Go out and have a fantastic holiday season, and I'll see you later. Take everybody. Take care, guys.
Happy New Year.